Cases are going to continue rising in price until something changes. Let me explain. Alright, so unless you've been living under a rock the past few weeks since CS2 came out, cases have been on fire. The Paris sticker sale finally ended, and shortly thereafter, capsule prices have started rising. But they're not the only thing that have been rising. Cases have been doing very, very well. After a period of pause where cases didn't really appreciate much, during the summer when Paris was still active, now they are finally starting to move and become viable investments again. But how long will that last? But before we get into the video, guys, SkinSwap is today's sponsor. If you guys use the affiliate link in the video description, you will get a free item worth up to $200, no strings attached. They are a top-of-the-line marketplace where you can buy, sell, and trade your CSGO skins, as well as your Rust skins. The rates over there are pretty compelling, and they're offering you guys a massive 40% bonus when you use the link in the description. And I know many of you guys are interested in finding ways to cash out your CSGO skins. This is the perfect site for you guys because they offer a variety of payout options, which I'm sure many of you guys will appreciate. But now back to the video. So guys, let me be blunt here and say the reason cases have been rising again is A, the new care package system, where they basically changed the system so that you can now choose what you get in your drops, or choose 2 of the 4 possible choices each week, which means that you're not necessarily guaranteed to get a case each week unless you select the case. And I've actually heard stories, anecdotes of people not even seeing cases part of the options. So imagine playing the game 1 week and not getting a case, only graffitis and skins. Apparently that has happened, but I have not definitively seen it. Whether or not that's legitimate remains to be seen, but I would argue that that can definitely play a factor in the prices of these assets and just dissuade a lot of people from playing this game only for cases. Like, we used to see a lot of case farmers. Now it's not going to be so easy to farm those cases. But I would argue the main reason why cases have been stonking isn't necessarily this new change, isn't CS2, but actually it's the lack of content, the lack of new skins, the lack of a new case. We haven't had a case in over 8 months. We haven't had an operation in over 2 years. The Paris sticker sale lasted for a record 4 months in a row. Valve have been prioritizing releasing CS2 without a hitch, making sure the game is perfect or close to perfect as possible, keeping the fan base happy. And I would argue that over the next couple of months, we will see some pretty decent appreciations in these case prices in other assets as well, while investors get panicky and anxious, waiting for what's next to come. Because I'll be honest with you, I was kind of shocked that we didn't see a brand new case when CS2 came out. You would think that they would go big and make it official celebration, give us a huge operation, incentivize many new people to come play the game. Well, no, they decided to release the game that was already in beta and give us nothing more. I digress, but I would argue that it certainly has a role in the prices of cases, because just think about it. Where else are you going to be seeing appreciation? If we're not going to see a brand new operation anytime soon, where are people going to be putting their money to get some high returns? Are they going to go into skins and knives, which have already gone up quite a bit since the March CS2 hype announcement? I don't think so. Most people are looking for cheap investments, items that are hopefully limited to time only, rare, discontinued perhaps, and you can buy them low and sell them later high. That's typically how investing works, and right now we don't have anything like that. The closest thing we have to are cases. Cases that rarely drop, cases that no longer drop, and cases that are still dropping but potentially could get removed soon. And historically this makes a lot of sense, because over the last year in 2022 we had no new operation, we barely had 1 CSGO case the entire year, 1.5 or 2 cases I think, and during that same time period, with the lack of skin content, new fresh content, CSGO case prices went bananas and started stonking like never before, at rates unheard of. And personally, I thought those days were gone, but until we start seeing more regular skin content updates, we're probably going to see the same old happen again from 2022. Cases continuing to rise, prices going up, investors day trading these cases, buying low during the start of the week and selling later for a quick profit, swing trading if you want to call it. Either way, it's a casino out here, and personally, I'm not buying into it. You could probably make a lot of money, but I would argue I'd much rather, finish up my Paris investments, maybe diversify into some other stickers and majors as well, some skins here and there, and just call it a day. I will resume personally buying cases once we get clarity of what's next to come. Is it going to be a new case, or is it going to be an operation? If it's the latter, I'm going full degen into the new case. If not, well, we're just going to have to wait for Copenhagen to come out next year.